Hello, we are watching the news broadcast daily and following today's headlines.
Haitian Prime Minister Lamotte wants to step up cooperation with Vietnam in the telecoms sector and welcomes Vietnamese investors to other fields as well. The Vietnam War Veterans Association convenes the 5th National Congress in Hanoi. Prime Minister Nguyen Thanh Dung discusses with Ho Chi Minh City leaders measures to remove obstacles in the property market and deal with bad debt.
President Trương Tấn Sang hosted a reception for visiting Haitian Prime Minister Laurent Salvador Lamotte on December 17th. He affirmed that Vietnam will always promote ties with traditional friends, including Haiti.
President Sang highly valued the two countries' cooperation in telecommunications and suggested that both sides promptly sign agreements to create a legal framework for their ties in economics, trade and investment. Prime Minister Lamotte said Haiti would like to learn from Vietnam's agricultural and food security experience and has high regard for Vietnam's role and position at regional and international forums. He also pledged that Haiti will create all favorable conditions for Vietnamese businesses to operate effectively.
The same day, Prime Minister Lamotte granted an interview to the Vietnam News Agency. He expressed the wish to step up cooperation with Vietnam in the telecoms sector and welcome other Vietnamese investors in other fields, including infrastructure and power energy.
The Haitian Prime Minister said he has discussed with the Vietnamese government the possible establishment of a linkage in the power sector to help all Haitian people access electricity. The further cooperation in infrastructure and energy is likely to drive the two countries' bilateral trade up to $400 million, the Prime Minister added. Lamotte also mentioned Vietnamese agricultural experts' visits to Haiti to study rice export possibilities and help the country mechanize rice farming. He noted that formerly a rice-growing country, Haiti at present produces only 100,000 tons of rice and has to import up to 300,000 tons of rice to meet its consumption demand. Therefore, Haiti wants to learn from Vietnam's experience in rice cultivation. In the cultural field, he spoke about a plan to organize a Vietnam Cultural Week in Haiti in March 2013 to introduce the Southeast Asian country's culture to Haitian people. Lamotte affirmed that the aim of his visit from December 16th is to further consolidate and strengthen ties with Vietnam. This is the first visit to Vietnam by a high-ranking Haitian leader since the two countries set up their diplomatic ties.
National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng met with the head of the Foreign Affairs Committee of the lower house of the Polish Parliament, Grzegorz Schetyna, in Hanoi on December 17.
Chairman Hùng applauded the Polish lawmakers' visit, saying that it will significantly contribute to strengthening the cooperation and coordination between the two parliaments, as well as the traditional and long-lasting friendship between the two countries and peoples. He said he hopes the legislative bodies will coordinate closely in multilateral parliamentary forums and strengthen delegation and experience exchanges, while boosting cooperation in lawmaking and other parliamentary issues. In reply, Schetyna applauded Vietnam's achievements in various areas. He said during his working sessions with the Commission for External Relations of the Vietnamese National Assembly, the two sides agreed to foster cooperation and step up the exchange of knowledge to develop legislative systems and parliamentary external relations.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng has urged police forces to ensure security and order in all fields and areas and fight hard to stop schemes to incite public disorder, as well as sabotage attempts by hostile forces to defend the country's territorial sovereignty.
At the 68th National Conference of Police in Hanoi on December 17th, the Prime Minister said the country is facing many challenges, including an increase in crimes related to drugs, terrorism, and women and children trafficking. Therefore, the police force must work hard to deal with these threats. He also asked the sector to pay due attention to the party and forces building, considering it a decisive factor to successfully implement its political mission. This year, the police solved over 37,000 criminal cases, put an end to 2,785 criminal gangs, and successfully rescued all hostages in blackmail situations. They gave priority to combating economic and high-tech crimes, detecting 11,620 economic offences and 324 incidents of corruption.
The Vietnam War Veterans Association convened the 5th National Congress in Hanoi on December 18th. The event drew the participation of 510 delegates representing more than 2.6 million members nationwide.
Prominent among guests were Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng, State President Trương Tấn Sang, National Assembly Chairman Nguyễn Sinh Hùng, and many senior officials. In his opening statement, Lieutenant General Trần Hanh, President of the Association in his 4th tenure, stressed that the Congress is to objectively and comprehensively review the operational achievements and shortcomings of the Association, as well as the most practical lessons drawn during its last tenure. The Congress will discuss orientations and tasks in the new tenure, consider amendments and supplements to the Association's charter, and elect a new executive board for the 2012-2017 term, he said. Over the last 5 years, the Association has always upheld the tradition of soldiers of Uncle Ho, with its firm political will and its path chosen by the party and Uncle Ho. It has made great contributions to strengthening the party and protecting the regime and the great national unity bloc. Speaking at the event, Party General Secretary Nguyễn Phú Trọng urged the association to continue implementing its most important political task of resolutely protecting the fruits of the revolution and actively participating in building and protecting the party and state, socialism and national unity. The party chief noted that one of the association's important tasks is to educate the younger generation in patriotism, a love to socialism and revolutionary heroism, considering it the veterans' responsibility to young people. With these outstanding contributions to the revolutionary cause of the party and nation, the association were awarded the Ho Chi Minh Order. President Trương Tấn Sang pinned the order on the traditional flag of the association.
Prime Minister Nguyễn Tấn Dũng on December 18th held a working session with Ho Chi Minh City leaders, during which they discussed measures to remove obstacles in the property market and deal with bad debt.
According to the Ministry of Construction and the Municipal People's Committee, the local property market has been stagnant for the last 2 years, resulting in sluggish production and trade and growing stockpiles of cement, iron, steel and other construction materials. Participants stressed the need to take drastic and effective measures to remove difficulties facing the market. At the same time, it is necessary to improve the health of the market for sustainable growth in the coming years. Solutions proposed at the meeting focused on cutting lending rates, restructuring bad debts, reducing and extending the payment of taxes and land use fees, as well as assisting home buyers. The ministry requested the local government to screen projects and put a stop to those that do not match the master plan. Property-backed loans presently outstanding are valued at 1,240 trillion dong, equivalent to about $59 billion, accounting for over 64% of asset-guaranteed credit. Consequently, the settlement of bad debt is crucial to reviving the property market.
Many businesses in Ho Chi Minh City have enthusiastically joined in a program to send New Year gifts to soldiers based in Trường Sa Archipelago. On December 17th, a business delegation brought the gifts to the headquarters of the Southern Navy High Command.
The gifts included processed, dried and canned food, soap and bookcases. They will be transferred to Trường Sa soldiers later this month. Through the program, the donors hope that Trường Sa soldiers, who are spending days and nights safeguarding national seas and islands, will have a happy and warm new year. On the occasion, Many individuals and organisations also visited and presented gifts to the soldiers.
And this is the end of our news today. Thanks for watching and see you next time.